You want it?
I need that, don't I?
Go ahead.
All right, guys. Questions for Dennis?
Just first of all, the whirlwind that this program has been on in the last year or so. I mean, we're coming into the stretch here where it's about to get going for real as far as home and that. Mm-hmm. Just the emotions, the thoughts, the feelings as this is a program that the future was in jeopardy for a little bit of time there.
Yeah, well, it's real exciting now, especially for our players. They get the chance now just to forget about everything that's happened throughout the summer and focus on playing the game and going to school. And that's been our biggest focus so far with our team, and they've done a real nice job in the essence of not really asking questions about what has happened in the past. And when they came back in September and August, there was not one player on our team asking about the program's future or anything. We just worried about playing the game and going to class and getting out in the community, and they've been real good that way. And when the good news came, it was that much more exciting, and now we can just play the game.
I got to imagine maybe the guys coming back didn't ask, but I mean, when you're out on the recruiting trail trying to get kids to come to Bowling Green, I'm sure other coaches talk and they hear about the cloud surrounding the program. How has that been for you?
Yeah, that was obviously a tough few months there for us, especially at the end of last season when the rumors and everything started coming about with the program. And there's no doubt teams out there use that against us at that point, and we had to just battle through it and keep persistent and keep selling what we have here, which is a great tradition, a great town, a great campus. And so going back to your question, it was tough, but as a Falcon, we never give up. We work hard, and as a staff, that's what we needed to do as well. And we don't take a backseat to any team out there, and we just kept pursuing forward. And we got some great freshmen in this year, and I was real happy with our class.
As someone who played here, what was it like seeing that community support?
Oh, it was fantastic. When I came in the rink the one day, they had all the signs up. We support BGSU hockey, and that was phenomenal. And as a player here from 97-01, and as a grad student, and I got my master's here, and now I was assistant coach, and now the interim coach. It's a great honor to be able to lead this program in this town, and with this season coming up. And I know our players are excited about it. It's a great chapter that we can write here with Bowling Green history.
I still think for you it's got to be a tough road to hoe, though, because I mean, hockey's had a great tradition here, but in the last few years, it hasn't been that good as far as the record. What do you do as a coach coming in your first year to try to build from a tradition after a program's been down for a while?
Well, the biggest thing we got to get is our players to believe in themselves and in what we're trying to accomplish here. And we have great senior leaders right now. So going into this season, that was a big plus for myself taking over. So we had 9 seniors that were coming back, and they're a big extended arm of our coaching staff. So we rely on them quite a bit throughout this season, and already throughout our dry land season into this coming weekend. We've been relying on them a lot this week after taking a couple of tough losses last weekend. So as we start to develop into what we want to do this year, we got to just stay focused on what we can control. And that's our work ethic. That's coming ready to the rink on every single day, wanting to get better, wanting to prove something to everybody out there that, I know Bowles had us at 12th this year, but we're not a last place hockey team. We got a real good hockey team out there. We have great athletes here, great student athletes, and we're real excited and proud of what we're going to be able to accomplish this year.
Talk about Friday's game.
This coming Friday? We got the U.S. Program coming in. It was a very highly skilled team, and it's going to be one of those games that we really got to make sure we don't turn the puck over. We got to keep pucks deep, make their D turn. We got to be very physical with these guys. And I've said all along, we don't want to get into a special teams game with these players. Again, they want to play 5-on-4 hockey. They want to play 4-on-4. I question whether they want to get dirty out there and feel the bang. So we got to make sure that we finish all our checks. And again, we got to really minimize our mistakes. We got to control what we can do, and we got to make sure pucks get deep. We can't take those lazy penalties, and we got to make sure 5-on-5 hockey that we're executing what we want to accomplish.
Your best player, I mean not yours, but the team's best player, when all the hoopla was going on, decided maybe he wasn't going to come back, and then he comes back for this year. Is that kind of like a prodigal son scenario, or you overlook all that, with that cloud?
Yeah, that's a tough with David. I'm assuming is who you're talking about there. And it was a tough road for some of our guys at that time, and a lot was thrown at them, and there's no doubt some of the guys decided to pursue different schools to attend now, and I think David saw that the grass isn't greener on the other side, and really had to step back and see where he wanted to be. And it was truly, when I got the phone call that night from about 10:30 at night, it woke me up, and it was a great surprise. That, hey, coach, I might not want to want to venture off. I think I want to stay here. This is my home for me. You know, this is where I came to for 4 years. This is where I want to stay. And I think that's just a real mature answer from him, you know, and he figured it out. And we're asking guys that got a lot thrown at them at a young age of 19, 20 to make these decisions. And you got people from all different areas telling him what to do. And but, you know, again, I think it's a testament what type of kid he is. And he was named an assistant captain this year, even with, you know, his hesitation, maybe a little bit of coming back. But again, you can't fault him. I think for the full part of him wanting to leave, because it is tough, and there was that uncertainty, and he wanted to do what was best for David Solway at that time. And at that time, with everyone's input, he might have thought it was to leave, and you know, I think he came to his senses and felt like, you know what, my home's here. And it was a great call on his behalf, and we're real happy to have him.
Yeah, that's it. Dennis, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.